Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today we're taking a first impressions look at Remember Me, a third-person action-adventure game set in a sort of cyberpunk future, where memories can be shared through the invention of a new device. I think the best way to show this off is we'll just start a new game just to get to the very beginning. And then we'll kind of skip ahead a bit. I haven't gotten too far into it, but I want to skip over the kind of tutorial stuff because nothing too interesting happens. So we'll just start a new game here. And we'll let this opening commercial play.
After our boat sank, I was the only refugee to reach the shore. I held my husband's hand until the very last second. I can still feel the nails of his fingers sticking into mine, you know?
The first night he said to me, "Let's share our memories." I remember I was sort of afraid, but then he smiled and we hit the switch together, and then I felt everything. For the first time I was living all of his love for me. It felt so warm and so strong that it almost hurt. For the last 3 years, every day has been our first day.
The weather was so hot that day. The streets stank of this awful smell of burning plastic. I walked with the other children across town until we were outside of Paris. No one fired. The war was over. I don't know if I'll ever find the courage to give these memories to my son. But I'm relieved to know that they are all safe and secure.
Thanks to my Sen-Sen, I choose to remember every defining moment of my life. Good ones and the bad. Thanks to my Sen-Sen, my husband lives on. Here and here.
Post-memory wiped. Sen-Sen awaiting new memorial content.
Good day. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What is your name?
Nilin.
What year? What did you say?
Nilin.
Dan. Now that's a first. Not to worry. We'll scrape away those last memories. What year is it?
I don't know.
It's 2084. Do you know where you are?
No.
Not so resistant after all. Thank you for your cooperation. Dr. Quaid.
Yes.
This subject is displaying some resistance.
Complete the substitution protocols, then send her to me. I'll erase the last barriers myself.
Yes, Doctor.
Good day. Raise your head, please. Thank you. Now stand up.
And that's pretty much how it starts. Nilin wakes up after
Please
just
hold
having her
your
memory
thought to your
erased
next assignment.
inside of a memorized facility for the explicit purpose of erasing memories. We quickly find out that we're about to be dumped to our death and are rescued by a man who contacts us over the radio. So we're just going to jump into the actual save now, which is after you've escaped from the memorized facility. So the man who contacts you is Edge, and he is supposedly the leader of the Errorists, a sort of revolutionary group that opposes Memorize, the company that invented the Sensen and kind of has corporate dominance over Neo Paris here. And he says that you were one of the top members of the Errorists before you were captured and your memory wiped. So now we're going to meet a fellow Errorist after escaping through the slums underneath the memorized facility. So, actually don't remember which direction we're going in here. So this game plays a lot like, you know, most third-person games. There's all sorts of climbing and combat and whatnot. And just drop down here. You can see that our Sensen,
into this district.
at least I guess it's the Sensen, which is sort of like that implant on the back of her neck. You can see pretty much everyone has one. I'm guessing this is what lets us see these sort of cyber projections, because otherwise, I guess there's just holographic projectors everywhere, even in the slums. I really like the design in this game, first off. Like, just the way everything looks, and even the music.
Try somewhere else.
It's almost kind of weird enough. It's weird enough to remind me of, you know, other French forays into futuristic stuff like The Fifth Element, in that it's weird and different from your typical post-Blade Runner cyberpunk future.
You're cute, but I'm busy.
Sat patches, you collect 5 of those and it'll give you more life. So there is a bit of a reason to explore, but I don't believe that this is an open world game at all. Alright, we're supposed to be trying to get to the leaking brain, which should be around here somewhere.
I'm not interested.
I've never done anything.
Another time, perhaps.
You're lucky to have the job.
The Memnists, on the other hand, are sort of like codex entries.
Sorry, I'm waiting for someone.
They just tell you more about the world. Can I? There we go. So yeah, we're still in the slums right now. You can kind of see up there is the real city. It's sort of a tiered city like Midgar, Final Fantasy VII. These right here are supposed to be hints or something left for us by other Errorists, and they basically just show you a sort of treasure map thing of, hey, there's a sat patch here, go find it. I think that might have been the one we already grabbed, though. Red light by a robot lady. Yeah, let's just break into this random apartment. Alright, so getting thrown into combat here. Keep an eye on the bottom there, that's an important thing.
What was that thing?
That's a good sign, sister. With time, other memories will come back.
So I guess we remembered how to ground pound. But let's pull up the combo lab. This is basically where you make your combos, as you can tell from the name. So this game's a little weird in that you don't just have a bunch of attacks you can string together into your own combos. You actually have to make these combos, and these combos are inalienable. You know, if I just hit, for example, if I just try to, you know, punch, kick, nothing will happen. I will just punch, pause, kick, pause, as though they were the first hit of a combo. So basically, you can't do any combos unless they're the ones you have unlocked. Right now, we only have these 3-hit combo and a 5-hit combo. So you can see I can remove stuff here. And then that leaves an open space, and then basically we take these pressins, which kind of sound complicated, but basically there are pressins that make you do more damage with a combo, and pressins that heal you with a hit. So, you know, the more healing pressins you have, the more health you're going to regenerate from doing the combo, and the more damage pressins you have, the more damage you're going to do. Also, the farther along they are, the more effect they have, so having a healing pressin at the end here heals us way more than if we put it at the beginning. And that seems to be all there is, really. I'm guessing you unlock bigger strings of combos and, you know, more pressins. But right now it's pretty simple and not exactly very deep. And I've heard that the combat system is one of the things that people don't like about this game, and I can understand that. It's not the high point. It's just kind of there, it's functional. The timing is a little weird on combos, because basically you can't just set up a combo, you know, click, click, click. You have to click, and until you actually, you know, connect with the animation, you can't continue the combo. Otherwise, you'll just start a new one.
You're almost there. Follow Tommy's flying drones to his bar.
You can see here we're wanted. That was actually on a couple news broadcasts that you passed earlier. I guess as soon as we escaped, Memorize put out a bulletin saying that, hey, this errorist escaped. There was also an earlier bulletin about some bounty hunter coming after us.
Give me a memory, man. Anything will do. Just need a fix. My last one. And I'll stop.
Your memory's unraveling. It's looser than a second-hand cyber orgasm. You're 2 steps away from fragmentation.
Anything, man. I just want to remember something happy.
So you can see that this whole memory device isn't all sunshine and rainbows. Those guys we were fighting earlier, by earlier I mean like a minute ago, those guys are
Nice
leapers.
shortcut, Edge.
And they're basically just people who have lost sense of identity by basically connecting to other people's memories, usually forcefully. So now they go around eating memories and being crazy. And for some reason, the memory thing also causes them to physically mutate. I don't think they really explain that. That's just sort of a given. Okay, it's just a timing thing. I was like, are we gonna have to find a power plug or something? Now I'm hoping in the course of this video we'll get to see one of the memory remix segments.
Don't stop, Nilin! Stop!
Because that was one of the...
No going back.
That was one of the key things they showed off when this game was first announced, is the ability to dig into someone's memory and remix it so that they remember how it happened differently. So, you know, we can make them think they killed somebody or, you know, something like that. And I'm hoping we'll get to one of those segments, because I've heard that they're not too many of those in the game. They're kind of like, you know, important story beats will come up.
Finally. The leaking brain.
We're actually not that far away from proper Neo Paris, it looks like. Actually, there was a sat patch I saw there right as we came in, so it should be over here.
Bob, shut up!
Is this just like an open-air bar? I can imagine this would be a bit unpleasant when the futuristic acid rain or whatever comes down.
A little flashy, that outfit.
Yeah, this is for some reason our memory test subject erasing suit. I don't know why they felt that the patient's outfit has to be super tight.
Stupid mem junkies.
Johnny wants my heart.
Alright, so here's Headache Tommy, the errorist we're supposed to be meeting up with.
Go cry someplace else, Bob.
Johnny wants my heart for Christmas. You know that, huh, Tommy?
You're safe here, Bob. Don't sweat it.
Well, I'll be! Edge did it! Come here, sweetheart.
Nilin, it seems like a lifetime.
I'm sorry. I have no memory of you.
You really can't remember this pretty boy face of mine?
I'm sorry.
Hell. Well, we all lost bits and pieces in the war. But you're free, sweetheart. That's what counts.
I guess. Feels like I'm lost.
First things first, sister. Let's get you out of those straps.
Well, at least having her memory wiped didn't mess up her hair.
That glove over there, it's yours. I rescued it from your safe house, along with your fancy combat skin. Lucky thing they caught you on a day off. Now this is 100% Nilin. Way above the model I used to use. It's beyond me, sister. You're the only one who can use it.
What did they do to you?
Down there, in La Bastille. Unlike you, I had to stay for the whole program. Well then, let's get you changed. Your combat skin is in the locker.
That doesn't look like much of a combat skin. Looks more like a night out at the club skin.
Bob! Get out of here! I'll call Johnny!
Big advantage with the natives is they've got the memory of a goldfish. No risk of him turning you over to Olga Sedova.
The bounty hunter? Is she dangerous?
Determined. She'll turn the slum inside out to catch you.
Not just to catch you. Typical brain rat. Barely outside and already working.
Nilin?
This is for you, David.
Oh, I guess we have our first remix here. Now that we've got our memory DJ glove. So we're gonna have to watch this memory and then try to figure out something we need to change to make her not be trying to kill us.
This is for you, David.
This memorial transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact on patients. The syndrome that your husband suffers from is a classic. Excessive memorial deletions, acute dependency on stereomnemonic triggers. Aggravated risk of floating identity. Short. The inevitable shattering of already fragmented personality. Here. These endorphins should lubricate the process and help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
Come on, David. Remember us. Remember yourself.
Memorial transfusion complete.
Thought she was going to drop the title there.
NMP is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial afflictions. Everything will be all right. With time.
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
Dr. Quaid was the doctor that popped up at the very beginning there, saying that he'd personally erase the rest of Nilin's memories. Alright, so we have to make it seem like he killed him. And yeah, it's worth pointing out that we're not actually altering reality here, we're just altering what she remembers. So, even if we, you know, make Dr. Quaid kill her husband here, he won't actually be dead, she'll just think he's dead until she has a reason to think otherwise. Alright, so that's really weird that you have to use the mouse and just spin it in a circle to make it do this.
NMP is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial.
Oh, that's weird. We can also look around. I don't think the restraints are going to do anything.
Everything will be all right.
We probably have to change multiple things to get it to actually
of course.
Have an effect.
Ah, good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more.
We can't actually go back right now. This is, I guess, the
extremely
tutorial.
Expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
Yeah, so now we just have to fuck around with it until something happens. So. Alright, so going back through a change will erase it. So we want to go back to the very beginning then and kind of do them in the order we see them. Can we fast forward too? Yes, we can.
This memorial transfusion.
There is one over there.
This memorial transfusion.
Oh no, wait, that's not. That's just the things going into her head.
This memorial transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared memories make its impact on patients. The syndrome that your husband suffers from is a classic memorial acuity osmotic trick.
Nope.
Short. Already fragmented.
Nope. We can also mess with the memory tube.
Memorial flux inversion in progress.
Stop him!
Mrs. Sedova?
Collapse of donor identity imminent.
Dry skin and screams. Where is my face?
It's impossible! impossible!
Sever my flesh!
Quarantine! Quarantine!
I'm guessing since the third one is flashing there, we
So
probably don't want to do the memory flux. You can't remember that you're dead. Alright, so let's just go back to before we switch that thing. Alright, so let's just skip over that one.
This is unusual.
Doctor, what's wrong?
He's a little flustered, that's all. Nothing to worry about. Try to focus on peaceful memories.
David, remember us. Remember yourself.
Down to the clouds, why do you crawl?
What?
The flies eat me! The flies hate me! Scum! How is this possible? Take my eyes! Filthy degenerate! Die!
It's a good thing they have the backup brain laser there.
I'm not here to take you in. Do you still plan to take down Memorize?
Yes.
Then we share the same enemy.
Well, there's a turnaround. I mean, a happy turn-up. For everyone.
I know Olga has her own reasons.
The opposite of a sad onion.
Just the one reason.
The great Olga Sedova siding with the Errorist revolution. Must be something in the water.
Last time I took you in, you were young and quick on your feet. Just because you're not on my list doesn't make us drinking buddies.
Don't sweat it. I'll cancel the romantic weekend for two. But Nilin has a rendezvous with high society, and the route is alive with surveillance. Have you got any ideas?
Oh, I got better than ideas.
That's the Nilin I know. A magician. Nobody can turn heads quite like you.
First you hit me, then you ruin my little business. You want a love-hate relationship, you got one.
Whatever, we're wasting time.
Thanks, Tommy, truly.
You haven't lost it, sweetheart. Edge was right to bet it all on you. Everybody's counting on you!
The other complaint this game's gotten is that the voice acting is somewhere between bad and good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Honestly, it doesn't bother me that much, but then again, voice acting in Stalker doesn't bother me either, and that is honestly probably bad.
My head may still be full of amnesia, but the risks Tommy and Edge have taken to free me have got me feeling troubled. Now they want me to punish Neo-Paris's privileged few. Edge talks about a clandestine mission to be accomplished in the heart of the Saint-Michel Comfortress. About a brutal wake-up of this high-security district, making it fertile for the seeds of revolution. And why not? Though his fight is legitimate, it's his friendship that has been clinging to my drifting thoughts. Why did our enemies erase my memory? Am I really that dangerous? In my chest, my throat, on the tips of my fingers, I can feel the throb of the power that scares them so. It scares me too. The power to take what someone is, their memories, and bend them to my will. To rewrite their history. To play God. The mere thought sends me reeling. If this ability really is the core of who I once was, then I must relearn what has been taken from me. I must master this talent.
Considering this is a game developed in France and set in Neo-Paris, there is not a hint of a French accent in this game for anyone.
Welcome to San Michel District. Thank you for flying, Air Sedova. Good hunting.
I could do with a guide.
No can do. Family business to take care of.
Your first target's name is Carrie Sheridan. I need some confidential codes hidden in her memory.
Who is she?
The most famous architect in Neo-Paris. Stored in her brain is every detail of every building she's designed.
How do I find her?
Your contact goes by the name of Bad Request. He's waiting on the last floor of the Saint-Michel Rotunda.
So presumably, Olga there is going to come after us again when she realizes her husband isn't actually dead, and Dr. Quaid comes after her with a bill payment request. Alright, so let's take a look around fancy Paris. Because as I said, I really like the art design in this game.
Nothing to see here, folks. Keep it cool. Keep it cool.
Got sort of a mix of ancient European architecture combined with, you know, the future. And yet, these are all in French. So nobody speaks French, or sounds French.
Easy. First romantic kiss, number 17.
Purchase confirmed. Implanting memory. Please stay still.
So you can also buy artificial memories in the future.
Behold the privileged few, safe with their little comforts, while others live in suffering a few meters from their barricade.
No one chooses which side of the firewall to grow up on.
It's not their selfishness that I condemn, sister. It's their eagerness to forget everything that bothers them.
I simply must have that dress for Simon's birthday. It's to die for.
See, it's weirder that that one menu is in French and everything else isn't.
Get into that size, you need a cent checkup.
You do have the option to play this game with French voices, though. For the more accurate experience. For those folks who like to play Metro 2033 in Russian.
To pay the price for the burden of our sins. Exercise and work your memory, because the word of the Lord will reveal itself.
Citizen, in accordance with the sanitary charter of Neo-Paris.
What is he doing?
I'm late.
I'm late for a very important date.
I'm so very sorry, madam.
Hey!
Are you okay? Should I call for emergency assistance?
No! Hey, I'm fine.
If you should desire to file a complaint, my identification has been saved by your Sensen terminal. Good day.
Finally! I've been waiting 20 minutes!
In the future, people are mean to robots.
Now, then cuff you. Nobody gets away. Nobody touches me. The Christmas Show. Direct, live, and it's on Channel Fear.
Is this your address, ma'am?
Yes. Yes, I think so. Thank you.
At your service. If you're prone to intermittent memorial access, you should activate your odd compass before going out.
Wait, looks like we have another one there. Miss, are you okay? You seem lost.
It's her, the escaped memory hunter.
Okay. Patrol 17 log. Escaped suspect ID'd. Recovery in progress.
See, these guys have actual French accents.
Seal the perimeter. We want her alive. You'll be sorry you came. You fucked up! In your face! Don't show off, Barry. You're no. Is that all you can do?
So, really the combat is all about keeping your combo going without getting hit. Because if you get hit, it interrupts your combo.
For exit! My senses go! What did you do to me?
So you have to dodge a lot. But since you don't have any stamina meter or anything, dodging doesn't really... There's no reason not to be dodging.
I can't see anything.
And by doing that, we got a Presson key. Or rather, we got another Presson. We can get another regen punch. I guess as you go, you unlock more Pressons that you can. You unlock more Pressons that you can unlock, which is a little silly. Basically, we can't even unlock these if we have a key right now, until we reach a certain story point or whatever. Alright, so we've unlocked a kick move. A kick power Presson, so we'll put that at the end of our... No, not that one. Put that at the end of our... Oh, apparently this combo only allows punches. So it seems like your punches and kicks are also locked to the combo. I forgot to explain. Punch is left mouse button and kick is right mouse button. So those are your two attacks. I think kicks are supposed to be heavier, but I'm not exactly sure. It seems like there's probably a lot of climbing in this
Taking
game.
the high road, huh? Your instincts are coming back to you.
Who were they? The uniforms?
Saber Force. Private police financed by Memorize. Crowd control with a smile.
That's a really silly name.
She's around here someplace.
Sweep and search. She's a pro, so keep it tight.
She's a pro with no memories. These are little healing stations. Just walk up to them and... they fix all your problems.
Hey, Errorists! I'm putting you in hospital!
You mean the hospital? In the future, private police also do parkour. Okay, we learned Spresson.
Together.
Alright, so this just makes us This just lets us make our own combos. Alright, so it's got a 1 minute cooldown.
She got me! Black screen! You might break a nail!
Alright, I need to hit them with a healing combo.
You're dead. Move, let's get done
The problem with the healing combo is it's long, so it's hard to get the whole thing off.
How did you do this? I can't see anything.
And I guess we blew up his memory. Oh no, more parkour police. Looks like someone's been free running in the wrong neighborhood. Alright, so we can also have hits in our combo that will allow us to use our Fury more often. I can see eventually, as they unlock more of these categories, your combos becoming pretty complicated, you know, with 5 different kinds of pressing mixed in.
Is that all you can do? Like that, don't you? Healing. You might break a nail. Ready? That makes you dance all night.
Group fighting is a little hard here, though.
We're about to eat your fate. Get closer. Yes. Is that all you?
Alright, that's all. Alright, well, we got to dig around in someone's head. We got to beat some guys up.
Come on, guys, where are you?
And we got to climb all over the place. So I think that's a pretty good look at what kind of stuff you'll find in Remember Me. I think it's a pretty neat game. Yeah, alright, so that's just the speed timing thing. And, you know, I want to see where this goes. I've heard the story is actually pretty good, despite the complaints about voice acting. So, yeah, kind of interested to see. Hopefully this doesn't just turn out that Nilin wasn't an errorist after all. She was just a high-level, memorized soldier, and they try to turn her over. Because that is a bit of a cliche, too. But, that'll do it for Remember Me. I've been Shadefire, and I'll see you all folks some other time.